I get a lot of questions about working with deities, whether you should work with them, how do you do it, how do you choose one, and the list goes on and on. Stay tuned, let's talk about it. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie, and today I want to talk about deities or deities. Both pronunciations work. If you don't know what a deity is, it is a god or goddess in a polytheistic religion or culture. If you're familiar with Greek mythology, that would be Athena, Ares, Persephone, those types of figures. Now the biggest question I get is, should I work with a deity? And that's up to you. Do you feel like you need to? Are you being called to? The truth is you don't have to unless there's like a deep calling that you should be working with them. Personally, I don't work with a deity per se, but I do have their icons like statues around me for their energy and for whatever they're known for if I'm doing workings in that area. Do I actually call on them? I have in the past, but that's, it has to be the right moment for me. So if you don't have to work with one if you don't want to, but if you're being called to, that might be something you want to explore. I've been asked about the altar. So deities on an altar, this is a personal preference, but this is something, if you're going to choose to work with a deity, do some research on it. They like if you're choosing a statue for them, a representation that resonates with you, or a painting. And if you're putting them on your altar, some deities like specific locations or facing certain directions. And so that's really important to know as you're doing it, because if you start off on a bad foot, then maybe it's not going to work as well for you. Once you get your altar set up with your deity on it, you might want to think about what offerings your deity likes or wants on there. Do they like apples? Do they like incense? Is there a specific alcohol they like? And these are things that you want to have on your altar, and especially if you're trying to do workings, because you are not going to get their attention immediately. It's something you have to build a relationship with them. Not all deities work well together, so keep that in mind if you have more than one that you're working with, because they might not sit on the same altar together and be polite with each other. So that's something to really think about as you're doing your workings and as you're working with your deities. These are personal things you really need to think about. Some people go their entire lifetime and not work with deities because that's an immense power and really huge energy working there. So maybe there's never a need in your life to work with one. And if not, that's okay. Like, I've gone a long time without having a deity in my life or without working one, and I still have a lot of fulfillment in my path and in the way I practice. So take your time, do a lot of research, meditate on it, talk to your ancestors, and sit with it and decide if working with a deity is good for you, needed, or if you even want to do it. If you do work with a deity, comment down below. Let us know how that goes and if you have any tips or tricks for that. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in another Pan video.